We live, right? Yeah. Awesome. Let me mute this right here. Let me mute this real quick. It's your boy, Porter Rock 77. I'm back. Let me set this up so I can see the chat. Yeah. We are live. We are live. My friends, my family, my fellow gamers. What's going on? It's your boy, Porter Rock 77. Your only friend in these YouTube streets. Broadcasting live during European friendly hours. Live from Germany. Woo! Got off work maybe about an hour ago or so. Made myself some dinner. Wifey's back in the States. She had to take care of some family business. So Porter Rock all by himself. It's some crazy shit. I want to say what's up to the chat real quick. It's been a while. My man Marcel, Jay Johnson, Hellspawn Ray, what's going on? Spartan God, was good. Mark Woodland, what's up, fam? Jackknife, Truth Hurts, definitely. D981 was good. Top Dog, Reunion K was good. Rector, what's up? Overdone. Ryan Landis, what's going on, brother? Septic Meatball, what's up? Today, H4, Arian Drake, V2099. Dip Dop Doopity. Who am I? Who am I? I'm your only friend in these YouTube streets. All right? That's who I am. I'm your only friend in these YouTube streets. When all else fails, count on me to bring the truth. Who we got? Scottish Savage. That's what's up. Brian Stolbert, what's going on? Oh, this is skipping fast. The brain, what's going on? Eric Arazo, what's up? Shinby Plays, what's good? Jay Wags, what's good, bro? You doing Oktoberfest or what? Oh, most def. When that comes around, most def. PlayStation greatness, of course. Reunion K. Your mood seems up high, P-Rock. Oh, definitely. I'm in an amazing country. I love these orders I got. I love the unit I'm with. I'm pretty happy and content. Now, don't confuse. For some reason, cameras make this living room. I mean, the living room's pretty big, but for some reason, it makes the living room bigger than what it is. I mean, like I'm looking at the TV live, and then I look at it, direct on the screen, and it looks like this small. But what you're looking at is a 75-inch TV. I mean, shit. Okay? And it is not small by any means. For some reason, you got these, whatchamacallit. I don't know. Here's what it is. What's going on? Let's see who else is out here. Let me see who I'm trying to catch up with. Savage Lobo, what's good? Innate? Is that your name? E-N-A-T-E? Innate? Or we're going to French it up a little bit. Enate. Is that? You know what I'm saying? We're going to church it up. We're going to get all fancy with it. What's going on, man? Thank you for showing up. Red Hood, Jackknife, Trials of Gaming. You know what I'm saying? Lou and then you didn't finish it. What's going on? Stardust Acero. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with the facts. Y'all want the facts? Carlos Vega, what's good? Evan Philrocker, what's going on? Days Gone coming this year, P-Rock? I'm not sure. We're gonna, that's gonna be the first topic, but that's crazy. You still on leave? No, I started working already. I just been traveling a lot from place to place based on the job and stuff. JD, what's good? Rohan, what's up? Chili Hog, Reginald. Man, no one understands me. Bro, I'm your only friend in these YouTube streets. I understand you. All right? Listen, you had it right the first time, so it's innate. All right? It was originally pronounced the second way you said it, but everyone just says Enate. All right. Enate. I mean, we could call it Enate. We could church it up in here. We could get bougie in this podcast. My man Harry, what's going on? Thank you so much. Scrub Gamer, Eat My Whopper. Man, I love the creative names here. Berserker, Charles of Gaming, Alex Escobar, Mira Loco. What's going on, bro? And Elson. Con Caldes. Hi, Porok. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Fantastic. I just feel good, man. You know, I'm just loving this place. I feel the vibe. German people. What happened to my little God of War thing? It disappeared. Turn red. You all right, PlayStation? What's going on here? Fuck is you doing? Where's my little God of War background? Yo, what is you doing? Where the fuck is my controller? Oh, here you go. Oh, I see. Maybe it's because my controller, when it died out, I don't know. All right, let me pay attention to y'all. We're going to talk a little bit, all right? Thank you so much for rocking out with me. But let's kick it, right? You know, chilling as usual, playing more God of War. Hell yeah. You know, God of War is a shit. All right, so this is what I do. We're going to start out with, out of the blue, Gameinformer is about to put it on us and do a June blowout of Days Gone. I'll be honest, I didn't expect that shit. All right? Will be two main topics. I didn't expect that, considering I thought, I still think that, you know, Days Gone would be would be a 2019 title simply because this year is stacked like a mother. Screensaver kicked in. Yeah, do I have a screensaver? Maybe. Good point. Thanks for bringing that up. What you think about H1Z1? I'll talk about that in a few. But that's a quick surprise. And it's gorgeous. It's crazy. You could tell the studio has a huge ambition for the game. And it's 30 hours. Woo! Content after content after content. Kind of like God of War. Who do you guys not love the content of God of War? I absolutely love it. I could play that game forever. It's absolutely what's up. Yo, Joseph, what's good? Showan, what's up? Jamal, what's going on? Valor TV, what's good? You know, but it's amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on that Gameinformer magazine if I could, to read up on it. It's just a surprise, you know, and I think the game's going to be fantastic. It's going to be just another big banger. It's a potential another big franchise. That's a new IP that could potentially be just a huge franchise. And Sony's just knocking them out. You know, this is actually, I'll be honest, I haven't felt like this in a while, but this is starting to feel like the Sega, the Super NES, Sega, Nintendo era, where these companies produce new IPs, and it's just big hits. It's like when they introduced Zelda for the first time, introduced Metroid, introduced Contra, introduced Mario. They were just Double Dragon. It was just almost every new IP that was being released was a big, huge, major hit. Castlevania. It was just big title after big title after big title after big title. It's incredible. And that's what it feels like now. Sony's just creating big title after big title after big title. I thought Days Gone was delayed to 2019. I don't think Days Gone has an official year date at all. It's just all assumptions. I said early 2019 only because of how stacked this year is. This year was pretty stacked for Sony in terms of pushing out exclusives, you know? And then, of course, you also have to consider the smaller titles, the single A's, double A's, indies, that they have exclusives and time exclusives, and then also the marketing deals that are filling the gaps, you know, like with Red Dead and all that. So between all that, I didn't think there was room for Days Gone. But this blowout in June got me thinking now, because every time they do a blowout, the game follows along. You know, like they did a blowout with God of War. Then the next month, God of War came out. They did a blowout Horizon Zero Dawn. Then the next month, Horizon Zero Dawn. So, you know, they do these blowouts, and then the game comes out. My man said this year's fucking dry, P-Rock. What you talking about? What? No, I don't know. No, I don't know what to tell you. You bugging. Uses bugging, my man. I mean, if you're not interested in these games, I guess my man Yankees. Hell yeah, we whoop. Oh man, that's a separate. I should have a separate podcast just for the Yankees, man. My man Ruham, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat. What's good, my man, brother? What's good with you? Cause I'm loving out here. Everything's great. This country's wonderful. I got my whip. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying the culture. I love I love the unit I work for. It's just fantastic. Everything's just fantastic right now. And PlayStation, of course, PlayStation's running all 4 cylinders. What's there to complain about? You know what I'm saying? Yankees is whooping ass. Yo, what's there to complain about? Puerto Rock, perhaps they don't want Days Gone, The Last of Us in the same year. Could be potential. Now I'll be honest now. With this blowout in June, the game is almost done. It's how can I phrase it? The game is closer to finish than even what I anticipated. My man said Baltimore's MVP. Fuck the Yankees. Well, I know what team you repping. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Days Gone. They said they did this blowout that's happening in June got me, through for a loop. Yo, imagine in June at E3, Sony announces Days Gone to come out in July. Tell me that won't be bananas. And then July, we got Days Gone. And then September, Spider-Man. Yo. Son. I don't know. Hey, I'm going to let you know. So for E3, I will be doing live streams. I'm going to take those 2 or 3 days off. Because, the hours are all messed up. So I can't be doing a live stream at 3 in the morning and shit. Or whatever time, but I'll be taking off and I'll be doing live streams of the Microsoft conference, and I'll be doing a live stream of the Sony conference, and then hopefully I could get some panel members to bug out with me and stuff like that. So put that on your calendar if you can. It's gonna be an exciting time. It's gonna be a good time. The Nintendo conference I'm not gonna stream because they're on that shit. My channel would just get not flagged, but it will get blocked anyway. It's just all weird stuff, with Nintendo. Unless you're part of their little program, you really can't do nothing on that. So I can't really live stream, but I'll do like a live post review and talk about it and stuff like that. But the Microsoft conference, Sony conference, I'll definitely be covering that. I might cover other conferences. We'll see about that. My man says P-Rock. Aside from Sony exclusives, you can't deny multi-plus are drives. You do have a point, Cena. I'll give you that. Multiplats have been okay at best. Monster Hunter, is doing his thing. There's Monster Hunter, Far Cry. What came out? I don't know what multiplats came out really. I know Far Cry. My man, show on to our super chat. God bless you, brother. No, God bless. Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But more or less, you guys support the channel. And as you guys came and helped my channel grow, I was able to get the word out and preach truth. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we gotta do. We gotta preach truth. But anyway, so Days Gone, blowout, 30 hours, looks fantastic. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, and I know you guys can't wait either, right? Now, class is in session. All right? Everybody have their seats? All right, class is in session. Please pay attention to the board. Professor Porterock is in here. So I read an article, right? Talking about, and let me look at it. In fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen because that's what we do. You know what I mean? Nya I mean? All right, we're going to share my screen. Let me zoom this a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to do a couple of things to... What am I doing here? Screen share. Yeah. We're going to share my screen. Hide this. We're going to go here. We're also going to go here so I can see the chat. All right. Everybody see what I'm doing here? Let me make sure this is looking good. Okay. This is called Microsoft is playing the long game, contrary to Sony. So I read this article, right? And I thought it was pretty interesting, right? And I read it and I'm thinking, okay, Mr. Morgan Lewis, what are we doing here? All right? So we're going to discuss this a little bit. I disagree with this article. And I know you Xbox dudes are going to be like, oh, here goes Porter Rock ready to shit on Xbox. It's not so much shit on Xbox. It's I disagree with this dude's logic because he's twisting stuff. You know? And this is the problem. If we're going to talk about stuff, even if it's been, again, opinion's opinion, but we got to be smart about what we talk about. Because, you know, people are going to read this, and some people are going to be educated behind this article. So we'll start with this, all right? And the link is in my description box, but it says right here, many look at the Xbox One first-party lineup and laugh. In the last year and a half, Microsoft has only released a handful of original games for their console. Instead, they focus on powerful hardware, setting the stage for the future. So now, here's my question. Since when is power setting the stage for the future? Because last I checked, consoles is a cyclic thing. It comes out every 5 to 7 years. So technically, the moment you release your console, that's it. It is what it is. It's not going to improve in terms of getting more power. Now, games could be optimized and look better over time, right? But then once the new console comes out, that's it. It's a wrap. Consoles replace other consoles, right? The Xbox One X is the most powerful system ever created. Well, technically, every powerful console is the most powerful console ever created. Like, was not the PS4 the most powerful console ever created at the time it was released? Was the OG Xbox when it released? Was it not the most powerful console ever released? Was the PlayStation 2 at the time of release not the most powerful console ever created? Every powerful console gets created is the most powerful console up until the new console comes out. Though it has a very high price point of $499. It's comparable to PC. The system runs true 4K. Okay, 4K is the future. Okay. When Microsoft decides to do VR, it will be done right. All right, this is another point. Based on what? When Microsoft decides to do VR, it will be done right. Based on what? I don't know. I don't see none. Here we go. Microsoft is playing the long game contrary to Sony. While Sony rushed out to come out with VR, Microsoft has bided its time. Interesting point. Sony is doing amazing right now, and there's no doubt about it, but Microsoft has set the foundation for the future, something Sony has yet to do. Really? Let's talk about it, like my man Poster would say. Let's talk about it. Where's my man Z? My man Zai out there? Tell him he needs some more goddamn mocap games. No, I'm just bugging out. I'm wilding out here. Right here. So, author wrote, the PlayStation 4 Pro is a very good console. The problem is that it felt like a knee-jerk reaction to the Xbox One X. Knee-jerk reaction. So, hey, to the chat, hook me up here. Last I checked, knee-jerk reaction is a term used when you're reacting to somebody else. Meaning somebody else did something, and now you're reacting to what they did. You know what I'm saying? Am I correct? Is that is that how the phrase goes? Knee-jerk reaction, meaning you're reacting to something, and the reaction is not really that good. Last I checked, and my man Christian McCoy, you know what I'm saying? You get the top prize. The Pro came out first. In fact, gamers were already playing the Pro, and we still didn't even have a name for the Xbox One X. It was still being called Project Scorpio. In fact, the first reveal that showed the first game, Forza 6, didn't happen till February 2017. The Pro was already out, October or November? I think it was November. It was already out in 2016. So how is something a knee-jerk reaction to something that's not even out? And I agree, Brainam, it's not an article, it's an opinion. But again, if I made an article saying, in my opinion, 1 + 1 is 3, what's the point? What am I trying to do? You see what I'm saying? You know, your opinion article should be something of value, informative. It should just be something. It shouldn't just be something that's reckless. So the PlayStation Pro, which came out first, which was already being played by consumers, not a lot, but whatever, was already in the hands of gamers, while Microsoft didn't even announce the name of their console. It was still called Project Scorpio. And the first reveal didn't come out, again, till February. So, interesting. All right? On top of that, Sony came out with the PlayStation Slim, which probably cut into the cell of the Pro. Well, it doesn't matter because in reality, there's no such thing as cutting the cell of the Pro. Sony doesn't care which console you buy because at the end of the day, you're buying their games. Like, for example, I don't even have a Slim or Pro. I still have, you know, the same regular PS4. Yet we all bought God of War. There's no different. Yeah, the game may perform different on the Pro or whatever, but it's still the same digital download or the same physical disc. It doesn't change. So in Sony's eyes, a God of War sale is a God of War sale, regardless of what platform you own. Right? Not everyone has a TV that can take advantage of the PS4 Pro. Well, okay, I don't see the point in that because isn't that the same with the X? Not everyone has a TV that can take advantage of the X. The cost is also a major factor. $399 versus $299. Again, it doesn't really matter. Sony has come out with some of the best exclusives in the last 2 years. They're on a roll. The PlayStation 4 is the most buy console. But is Sony looking towards the future or simply living in the present? Yeah, they're living in the present, and I'm sure they're going to release a PlayStation 5, which is looking towards the future. More importantly, they're building first-party studios, and I'm pretty sure those studios will continue to make games in the future. Am I wrong? That's right, man. Listen to my man, Hellspawn Ray. Hit the like button. Am I wrong here? How is that not being in the future? Like, Sony creates a console every generation. So it's like, this is their fourth console. Does this author think there won't be a PlayStation 5? Anyway, the PSVR is great for console gamers, but it won't hold up to the next generation. Obviously. So what do you think Sony's going to do for the next generation? Release the next generation PSVR. Oh my God. What a concept. Am I bugging out here? Or like, who is this dude? Listen, I by far do not have a gaming mag. I don't write articles for professional websites. I don't have access to the best devs out there. But goddamn, I think I do have a little bit of common sense. I don't even think, you know, this thought process, you need a degree or anything. Am I bugging out here? This dude is straight tripping. PSVR running on the PS4 Pro versus the PS4 is negligible. All right, whatever. On the other hand, Microsoft has set a foundation for the future, and when they do venture into VR, it will blow the PSVR out the water. All right, can you explain how they set the foundation? I don't understand. Could somebody help me out? Is there news or something? I mean, I don't. Here's the thing. Sony has the advantage for VR, 100%. Now, of course, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, here we go. Porter Rock is doing the corporate cock-sucking thing." No, I'm gonna give you an example why. In 2005, Sony and Microsoft decided to go HD gaming, right? Well, really, Microsoft did it earlier, whatever. But in 2005, Microsoft released the Xbox 360, and Sony in 2006 released the PS3. Two consoles designed for HD gaming, mostly 720p. Guess which console was not designed for HD gaming? Can y'all guess? It came out in 2006. I like to participate with y'all. We all know the console that came out and didn't do HD gaming at all. It was still stuck in standard definition. I like to participate with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what that console is? I'll give you a hint. Starts with a W. The Wii. My man Harry Home. Thank you so much for 209 SEK. Is that the same as Chrome? Because I went to Norway and they go Chrome. Is that the same? You have the same, or do you use the same currency? So Xbox don't buy movie Blu-rays because they are one and done. Xbox don't have Netflix is because the best content is Netflix exclusives. Xbox has only bronze sub accounts at Pornhub to watch third-party charity granny and grandpa sex series. Yo, Harry, yo. My man Harry went in. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. Harry ain't fucking around. He's ready. He's tired. Isn't that what it is? Harry's tired of the bullshit. He's tired of these guys hyping Blu-ray movies as exclusives, talking about games are one and done, but yet they like Rise, a 6-hour game. They like Tomb Raider. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. But anyway, so we all got the answer right. Again, thank you so much for the support, Harry. Appreciate it. It was the Wii, right? So from 2005 all the way up to 2011, 12, 13, Sony and Microsoft have experience making HD games because that's what they've been doing. Of course, they have their trials and tribulations. Some games ran like shit. Some games wasn't even 720p. You know, they go through all the issues, but they're going through it. It's called experience, right? So now when they release their new console, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, they did a better job with high definition graphics. They have more experience. Guess who had issues when they decided to jump on HD? Nintendo with the Wii U. They even admitted saying that games are taking, their games took a little bit longer to develop for. It was a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging making games in high definition. Why? Why did they have so much trouble on the Wii U, which came out in 2012? Because they didn't do it throughout 2006, 2007, 8, 9, 10, and 11. They weren't messing with HD games. So when they finally got into HD games, there's a lot of lessons learned. There's a lot of things they never dealt with. Things that Sony and Microsoft already figured out and they already went through back in 2007, 2008. So they were better prepared for their console, So now, relate that to VR. Sony has got experience with VR. Every year, they're gaining more experience. They're developing games. They're developing relationships. They're developing third-party relationships. They see the do's and don'ts. Hey, you already see they already released an upgraded model to the headset. They're doing these things. They're gaining experience. In game development, they're getting feedback. This game sucks. That game is great. This game provided a great VR experience. This game not so much. They're getting all this feedback. Microsoft is not getting none of this feedback. So when Microsoft, if they do decide to jump on VR, it's going to be a first generation VR for Microsoft. While Sony, it's a second gen of VR with all the lessons learned and issues and the stuff that was hits and the stuff that was trash and everything in between. So I don't see how this guy can give the advantage to Microsoft, Here we go. Make no doubt about it. Sony is going to have a fantastic year, and they haven't even shown their E3 lineup. Their exclusives are second only to Nintendo, which is a compliment. We've got a War, Spider-Man, possibly The Last of Us Part 2, Detroit Become Human, Yakuza 6, and more. Sony's exclusives the past 2 years have been unrivaled. Facts. The question is, though, is Sony focusing too much on the present and eventually fall behind Microsoft? Or do they have plans on their own no one else knows about? As of right now, though, Microsoft's playing a long game and setting a foundation, while Sony is more focused on the immediate future. Let's talk about that. The Xbox One family of systems. Microsoft has set a solid foundation for the future. They don't need another console for the next few years. Yes, they do. He says they don't need another console in the next few years. They have the Xbox One X. Wrong. Because when Sony releases the PlayStation 5, Xbox One X cannot compete. Not because of the whole power or whatever. It's because PlayStation will advertise, Sony will advertise their console as a next generation console. Those two words are going to be tied together. Next generation. That's how it's going to be advertised. What's up, MK? What's up, Kali? What's up, everybody? Next generation console. And those words mean something to gamers. Because when gamers think, all right, next generation console means it's going to have next generation games. Xbox One X is not going to be titled as a next gen console. It is going to be called a last gen console. So this is not a car. This is not me trying to argue for power. It's just relationships. The console is going to be titled a next generation platform. the Xbox One X will not. Microsoft has to release another console so that way they can also have the tag next generation platform. Does that make sense? The Xbox One X wasn't meant for a long-term battle with future PlayStation products. It was meant just to be the most powerful console for this generation for however long it would be. 2, 3 years, whatever. With the release of the X, Microsoft has set the foundation for their future. Many are upset, myself included, that they haven't released more exclusives for the system. 2 years ago, the Xbox One was on fire. Now you have Sea of Thieves and Crackdown. Michael Patrick thinks Crackdown will move systems. It didn't. And that's outlandish and based on his bias. New sponsor. Man, thank you so much, Impatient Fire. Appreciate it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome a new sponsor to the channel, Impatient Fire. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Good looking out, brother. I hope you enjoyed the channel, and I hope you enjoyed everything. Thank you so much. Yo, P-Rock, what is your opinion on 29 million sales? I'll come back to that. Good topic. We'll finish off the live podcast with that. All right? The Xbox One actually has more going for it than people will make you believe. All right, let's see. Game Pass subscription service is genius. The concept of Game Pass is good. It's a fantastic rental service, and you're able to play new games day one. The concept of Game Pass, no one can disagree that it's a good concept. But again, like Netflix, right? Similar type service. Netflix became Netflix because of exclusives. Because if Netflix didn't have good exclusives, then we would be on Hulu or any other video streaming service. But when people mention Netflix, it's because Netflix has those amazing Netflix original. So for Game Pass to really take off, it can't just have new games. It's got to have big killer exclusives along it. Stuff that makes people be like, all right, this is what I want to, I'm going to subscribe to this. It does work without gold. The only thing is you won't be able to play the multiplayer. It's just mostly for the single player stuff. Backwards compatibility is something that's sorely lacking on the PlayStation 4. I bought Xenogears on the PlayStation 3, but lo and behold, it's not on the PSN store on PS4. It's blasphemous. In comparison, you can play original Xbox games on the Xbox One X, and all of them are being enhanced for the Xbox One X. To have a successful E3, all right, we'll stop right there. That is true. Xbox One X, Xbox in general has a huge advantage with backwards compatibility. All of that's going to be irrelevant come next gen when the PlayStation 5 has backwards compatible with PlayStation 4. Then at that point, it's no longer a talking point. Because remember, Sony used to support backwards compatibility. PlayStation 2 was backwards compatible with PlayStation 1 games. PlayStation 3 was backwards compatible with PlayStation 2 and 1 games. I think Sony screwed themselves with the cell processor. And I guess the PlayStation 4 doesn't have the brute force to emulate PlayStation 3 games. Hopefully, PlayStation 5 has the power to emulate PlayStation 3 games. And obviously, it's gonna be backwards compatible with PlayStation 4 because of x86 architecture. So it's not going to be a big talking point. I guarantee you, I said this before, when PlayStation 5 gets revealed and it has backwards compatibility, no one's going to fucking brag about BC anymore. It's not even going to be a talking point by anybody. You know, it's like Party Chat. That was a huge deal last gen with 360. Everybody talked about Party Chat. Oh, man, I'm not on PlayStation 3 because I need Party Chat, Party Chat. It was Party Chat all the way through. PlayStation 4 comes out. It has Party Chat. That's it. It's whatever. Same thing's going to happen with BC. To have a successful E3, shout out to Carlos Crespin, $2 super chat. They hype up BC to relive the better days of Xbox 360. Yeah, could have a point. Because 360 was great, pushed out exclusives, you know. J-Love was good. Ahmed San, what's up? We're going to get to some points. What's your thought on Xbox hyping streaming as the future? 99MS is the only one capable of doing that. We'll talk about that too. So 29 million in streaming. To have a successful E3, all Microsoft needs to do is show up and unveil exclusives. They need Gears 5. Halo will be nice, but the franchise isn't what it once was. They need some original IPs. Bringing Japanese developers on board will be an amazing step as well. There's so much potential. Microsoft just needs to act on it with the foundation they were created for the next 10 years or so. Yeah, because I don't think One X is going to last 10 years. E3 will decide whether Sony and Microsoft move forward. I don't think so. No one knows what will go down in E3. If Sony decides to announce a new console, doubt it, which I personally find unlikely. They are paving a path for the future and will continue to battle Microsoft. If they don't, and Microsoft announces a series of exclusive software titles for the near future, they're back in business. Okay. The Xbox brand has the infrastructure, but they have to act on it. This remains to be seen, though. The Xbox X may be the most powerful console ever conceived, but power isn't everything. Nintendo Switch is proving that. Xbox One X needs to take advantage of its power. Microsoft needs to announce VR or augmented reality in order to compete with Sony. But you just said that they already have a game plan. You're confusing me, bro. They need original software. They need to follow through on everything they worked on to build. Microsoft can't do it. They are in good hands with Phil Spencer. The question is, will they? Will Sony move forward with a new console eventually, or an upgrade of the PS4 Pro? No. They already said they're working on the PS5. This generation will last much longer than people think. A PlayStation 5 may not even happen. Both Sony and Microsoft have their strengths and flaws, but they play off each other nicely. Sony needs to look to the future, though, and Microsoft has both. I can't. I'm done reading this. Oh, God. Like, what are we doing here? What is this guy doing here? Let me go back. Let me go back. Bruh. That dude just ran around in circles. He didn't even explain what future game plan Microsoft really has other than the Xbox One X, and the Xbox One X is a temporary thing, just like the Pro. It's for this generation. Like, he could have at least brought up maybe articles talking about augmented reality, VR, cloud industry, some shit. Like, what is he doing? This guy just rambled, you know? The point is, both companies are looking towards the future. My man, Impatient Fire, thank you so much. What do you think about Xbox only selling 29.4 million at the end of 2017, according to EA? All right, so I'll answer that question now. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. $29 million in 4 years. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about that. I will say this. Whatever the number is, it's low. Whatever the number is. And because the number is low, and 35 could be considered 35 million, 36 million, it's definitely not competitive enough. And when you think about it, let's say if Xbox One was 29 million, 30 million, then you can't blame Microsoft. You really got to look at Microsoft and ask yourself, can you blame them? Phil, let's talk Phil. If I was Phil, right? I'm Phil Spencer. I take over Microsoft. I'm the head boss. And I'm looking at the data of how console sells. And the console's not selling a lot. Definitely getting its butt kicked by PlayStation. Right? And you realize some regions are just not going to accept your brand. This is the third generation. Asia is not going to accept your brand for the most part. Europe, a lot of countries just don't buy Xbox. You have to sit down and look and be like, our console is primarily a North American console, a little bit in South America, and a little bit of UK, with a sprinkle in certain areas. Like Salt Bay, just a little bit. Not even this, just that. Phil Spencer works for Microsoft. He doesn't work for gamers. He works for Microsoft. He has a house, nice house. I'm sure he has nice cars. I'm sure his kids go to private school. Pretty sure he takes vacations to Milan, goes to Paris Fashion Week, probably at the premiere of the Avengers. He gets tickets to the Lakers or to the Seattle Seahawks games. He is his business, man. You can't hate on that. He's a successful man. He works. He does good business, right? He works for Microsoft. Ultimately, he has to make decisions that's best for Microsoft. And he probably realized that based on the low sales, Xbox can't be the focus or can't be, how can I put it? The device is not going to be, oh, no. Mods. Can we take care of Mr. Salt, please? That is not acceptable. Oh, let me hold on. Let me shut this dude down. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Removed. We cannot have this. All right, shit. Can I do more than that? Shit, I need to do more than that. Hold on. We cannot have derogatory language in this podcast. There we go. Good. No, that's not acceptable. All right. Back to what I was saying. So, the Xbox console selling low. He's responsible to bring profit to the company. I'm sure he wants to keep his job. So his first step, let's bring out games to PC and try to leverage that audience as well. Right? Does that? Right? He does that. As you can tell, PC sales of Xbox games were mediocre. A lot of PC gamers didn't like the Windows Store. So now he has to go to step 2. Let's put out games in even more devices. Let's go for phones. Let's go for tablets. Maybe one day potential consoles. And I think it stems from low console sales. I think low console sales triggered these decisions. I don't think Phil Spencer wants to rely on just the Xbox console to be a main source of revenue for gaming revenue. He doesn't want that one device. He wants to have a safe umbrella of multiple devices, kind of like Minecraft. So, yeah, crazy. What are we doing here? So that's what I'm thinking. So that 29 million, 30 million, whatever it is, we don't know, and Microsoft won't reveal. It's not a high number, and it's a number that is causing Phil to make decisions. It's causing Microsoft to make decisions on how they see the future of gaming as a company. That's what I think. Good question. Thank you so much for the super chat on that one. Where are we at? So, long game, short game. I think both companies have a long game. It's just that we don't know exactly what Microsoft long game is. I gotta make sure. Hold on. Sorry about that. We just don't know. We don't know what Microsoft long game. Sony's long game, we know. They're investing in their first party. In fact, they recently announced. Stop it. They recently announced. Like about a month ago, there was an article talking about how they're optimizing their structure, their first party structure, all the business heads, chiefs, and all that stuff, so that way they can maximize first party output of their games. Okay. My man said, hold up. My man said it's flying YT. I don't know what you do on YouTube, but I like it, so I'm a sub. I'll tell you what I do. I preach the truth. I preach. You know what I'm saying? Irrelevant native. P-Rock, what do you think of Santa Monica studio for Microsoft? So they're building a studio in Santa Monica. It's not Santa Monica Studio because that name's already taken. But they're building a studio, new first-party studio in Santa Monica. And I wish them the best of luck. Can't wait to see. Hopefully, I hope they don't do some bullshit like make Avatar games or some weird shit. Like, don't do weird shit, Microsoft. Make a legit company. Make a legit, studio that makes legit games. Don't do no weird shit. All right? Just keep it funky. All right? My man, Next Gen 720, fuck you and your dog shit channel, puta. Yo, someone give that man some mocap games. Give that man some fucking... Yo, Z, you want to get up on this? So we could cut it up? You know, got the hookup. I know Corey Barlog. I could tell him to make you some more mocap games. You know what I'm saying? We could cut it up here. But, you know, I had to preach that truth. So, let me hook up my man. Send that link. Let me give this dude, you know what I'm saying? Copy. We about to get next gen 720 up in here. We about to get crunk. And me and him, we gotta get up with each other because I know me and Z, you know, we'll talk about that too. But I know me and Z, we want to do something like us two and shit like that. Like the Easy Peasy podcast or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Destiny notification. Shit. My clan came back. I guess that new DLC came out. The Warmind. So now my clan is active again. My God, the Destiny die or what? Shit's crazy. I might get back into it. I don't know. So we're about to get next gen up in here. $69.96. I got my little PlayStation headset. That's how I listen to everybody. I don't give a fuck. I like this headset. I stay true to this headset. Hey, I was doing my first podcast was this headset. You know what I'm saying? This is OG right here. This is how we do it. P-Rock, you be got a war yet? No, but I'm still playing it. I've been traveling a lot, man. Like because of my job, I already been to Italy a little bit. I went to Spain. I went to Romania. They had my ass freezing up in goddamn fucking Norway. Yo, son, that place still snows in July. Nah. Yo. Yo, Z, fuck y'all mean.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all mean. You know what I'm saying? Good, bro. What good? Do tell, my brother. Yo, I know I haven't been getting up with you a lot now that I settled in and shit like that. As you can see, my humble abode.
See, man.
I know we trying to do that little, you know, easy peasy podcast or some shit. I don't know what the fuck we were gonna call it.
Yeah, we get it together.
We got, we do that thing, you know. We talk about it. I know I'm looking more like on a Sunday. Why not? Maybe Sunday morning.
Go head to head. Fuck the mooch and fuck MMC.
What? Yo, just do it. What time is there? What time is there? Shit.
I don't watch that dog shit, nigga.
I don't watch your shit. I go head to head. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? This is a cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be like Sony. You wanna release State of Decay 2? We're gonna have a June blowout. Thank God. Fuck it. You know, yo, on the real though. What do you think about that? Yo, Sony is not fucking around, bro. They're not letting Microsoft breathe.
And you know what? I didn't even know you was live. You know, I'm being considered. I was about to go live my damn self. Yeah. I'm gonna get some call. I'll probably go live about 3:30, 3:45. Right. So, I was actually, I finally got some good news from Microsoft. I'm going to talk about that. No. They're trying to cure the diabetes gaming.
Oh, that Santa Monica studio, right?
That Gears 5, some other shit.
Nice. Maybe they think it's the beach water that make God so good. You know, they'll be like, yo, we're gonna do everything. What would you do if we found out their building is right next to Sony Santa Monica studio? Like they're literally trying to copy everything. I want the damn building to look like theirs. Everything to look like that.
I'll put a big ass post in the window. This is how we trade our game.
Shit. Because so talk to me about this. I know you came in with that great video talking about now Microsoft should invest in games like God of War because it's not $1 billion franchise.
Yeah, that do other things beyond there tripping, man. But you know what? At the end of the day, right? While we listen, it's crazy that you always hear to say these disclaimers before any show, anything. Like, it's entertainment to have fun, but the underlying like this is games. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I always say is whether what side of the fence you're from, whether you're pro PlayStation, pro Xbox. You don't want a world where it's just Sony. You don't want a world where it's just Nintendo. Or Xbox is that's unhealthy. You know what I mean? Trust me. Even if you're the most diehard Sony dude, you want Microsoft to come out that motherfucker and have a great E3. You know why? That puts the lights to fire on the Sony ass. You know what I mean? For them to go out there and still sharpen steel. You know, at the end of the day, as a gamer, like forget, you know, man, don't get me wrong. I've always said that people get behind these platforms, consoles, like it's their favorite sports team, like it's their favorite sports teams, and I understand, you know, fanboys. You know, I'm a grown ass fanboy. You know what I mean? But games, you know what I mean? I remember I had a Genesis and I had an NES, and I didn't have a TurboGrafx 16. I remember they had Bonk's Adventure. Maybe you watch this old as me, that old.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I mean? But that I wasn't hating because you know what I mean. TurboGrafx had that was like probably their best game. Had Bonk's Adventure, that was dope. I wanted to play. I mean, it was a good game. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But I don't even lie, that 29 million.
Yo, but you bring up a good point where steel sharpens steels, because if you remember 2016, Sony came out with that banging fucking E3 when they unveiled Spider-Man, Days Gone. That shit was just lit. Yo, one of my favorite fucking podcasts is that episode that you did with Mooch, because they were you out here like, whoa, I like it, and Mooch is like, yeah, can we go back to hating Sony now? Yo, it was bad. They were quiet, they didn't know what to say, and you out here like, ooh, Days Gone, you were like, hit after hit. Right? Yo, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite.
Hold up. I'm in my bag, man. What's it, man? They like when I cut the fuck up, don't they? Hey, look, but now, I've always said this, you know what I mean? And shout out to them jokers on BGST. Yeah. Jesus, I love them like I see like children I see every day, right? My brothers, right? They were saying some wild shit. I ain't lying, right? I don't know if that be some Howard Stern, how you say shock jock shit or what, or they really be believing that shit. I don't know what the fuck, but I've always said this, P. Rock. There's one thing about me that people get caught up in my theatrics, right? Y'all in my bed. Y'all, this is what y'all want, right? People get caught up in the theatrics, P. Rock. They get caught up in the theatrics. I know, right? Man. And never he say attack the messenger, right? But not the underlying message of what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, diabetic gamer, don't goddamn all that, right? It's funny, right?
Cracking is lacking that t-shirt, yo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? All that shit right there, y'all be crazy as hell, you know. But they say this, and just $1,000, G. They shot at my man Lionel Bowles, and that nigga left me hella tips. I'm like, yo, no, G, that's $1,000, G.
Yo, when he did that, I said, yo, that shit was, yo, that's $1,000, G. Yo, that's another shirt, bro. Yo, you know the merchandise you could create with the shit we fucking saying here?
Hey, I need to get on my grind, man, and stop bullshit, man. I really am, yo. Everybody's running so much shit, but that was just when he said that shit. I don't know, Mike, because that's $1,000, G. So what is G? What are we talking about, yo? Hey, yo, that shit over everybody here. I said, no, hell no, bring this shit right back. Nah, that's $1,000, G. But the message of what I'm saying, I say you can take the message, but not the messenger, but not the message, right? And when I've always said that to me, indies don't belong in the big city. I understand that indies fill the void. We gotta realize this, right? When I was being real, the hardcore, I understand the E3s, that's like the Grammys and stuff, you know what I mean? But they try to tell me the E3s for I said, no, I've never been in a barbershop. When I heard, man, I gotta hurry up at home and get my shape. I'm E3 about to come on. I've never heard that shit ever in my life, yo. You know what I mean? It came off. What was that shit? Came nigga said, E3 being the day. What fucking newspaper he said? The Daily Bugle or some shit. I'm like, yo, we tripping. Like, you know, I don't want to see Minecraft on the staging, and I understand it. And I always go back to that E3 that Sony had in 2016. And well, you know, it was only 46 minutes. You don't have to have a long show. As long as it's a good show. Yeah. And they came out and they kept the high. They showed, and I'm not knocking those that like those indie games. I understand it, you know what I mean? But I'll be honest, a lot of them don't show well. You know what I mean? You judge games by what we see. They came out with the God of War, and you know what I mean, and which is a great game. You got to finish that P Rock God of War.
Yeah, man, I'm playing that shit's fucking
Spider-Man. And this, that,
bro. Tell me that shit don't blow out God of War 3. Like,
yeah, I said that.
I can't go back to the old God of War.
Oh, no,
like, there's no going back. Man, it's like, fuck no.
Let me say, for those that want to get maybe new to the series and never played a God of War, and to be honest, the first God of War I ever played was 3, and that blew my mind. You can get God of War 3 remastered for the PS4. You know what I mean? So I advise you, even though you don't have to play 3 to experience 4, but 3 is epic. Don't get me wrong. Like, that shit was like, you know, epic. So I played 3 and I went back and played the other ones. You know what I mean? And I also said this too. Like I said, how they went from, if you look at Mario and you look at Zelda, God of War, what you know what I mean, and how those games ascended again in another generation, took them to a whole nother level. Like they had, people were slamming Ascension for whatever reason. I mean, I liked it, but then how they strictly rebuilt, took that game down back to scratch and gave it something new. And again, God of War is epic. Now, here's one thing that I like. I don't like what guys do. One and done, and maybe it may not be for you. This is what I'm trying to say. Even if you're going to say that Sony is the king of single player and Microsoft the king of the multiplayer, if you want to, listen, it's all subjective. If you want to say that, it's just that our multiplayer games have not been good. You know what I mean? Whereas with Sony's single player games, as of now, right now, I mean, me and Crap was going back and forth about this yesterday. You know what I mean? It was hyping up this new studio, and listen, I don't believe it's like me congratulating. Oh, Phil, you went to the party by yourself. He's 49 goddamn years old. It's something he should be doing. They should have studios already. You know what I mean? I'm not patting them on the back for something that they should already be doing. You understand what I'm saying? We're not talking about some goddamn struggling company out of college. This is goddamn trillion-dollar goddamn, you know what I mean, business. You know what I mean? So I don't believe in giving credit where credit is. This is something they should be doing. Yeah. Now, I said to say, so even in what they're doing now, which I think it is great, we're not going to see those games released, as they say, they say Branson, next generation, right? Yeah. We're not. So they were like, well, look, Microsoft going to be there with the big guns and Sony going to be struggling. But it's not how you start the goddamn race, it's how you finish it. Yeah. So we can even go back and say, you know what? And again, Sony relied heavily on, the indies and the third party. Fine. And they didn't really have niggas. They had the Octodads and, the Godzillas.
Tropico 5.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They was the dog shit, you know what I mean? But right now, like these motherfuckers, their slogan, greatness await, they wasn't bullshitting, you know what I mean? And like, look, Horizon Zero, no, I'm sorry, Detroit. Days gone. And then I know they're trying to slam the devs, so whatever the dev made. The game looks alright to me. But look, comparing that to State of Decay 2, we got to be honest. You know what I mean? We have not had a AAA exclusive on the Xbox side of thing about, almost 2 years.
I can't remember, like.
Hey, Pete Rock, I've never really been a fan of. Yeah. I've never been. I've never been a fan of what do you call it? Sea of Thieves. Yeah. They were trying to sell me on that shit. I didn't get it. I didn't get it then. I still don't get it now. And even in that, and to why that game got scrutinized so much is that they didn't have anything else. That was it. Yeah. This was just some dumb going. You know what I mean? And that wasn't the answer. You know what I mean? Well, I got 97 hours, and come on, we gotta and look, they give themselves what you call self-inflicted L. Sometimes you gotta get the biggest knife in the drawer and just cut the board. Don't say shit. Don't be out there having most sought after game this year gonna be Sea of Thieves. When you go out there saying shit like that, and especially when the competition is giving you games like goddamn God of War, that shit looks smooth. You know what I mean? Like, what's that shit, man?
When you did that, when you had that image of Kratos and that pirate, you're like, I got the world's most powerful console, 6.2 T-flops. What the fuck is you doing? He's like, and you were like, I'm not even showing the pro version. This is 1.8 T-flops.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? And I at the time, like I said, you just got to be honest. If you want things to do better and be better, you got to come out and, because they call a ball, call a strike, man. And call a spade, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. That's where I'm at with it at the end of the day. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't believe in giving credit where credit was something they should be doing. And again, the reason why you see all these services and things going to PC and they want to. It had the console been selling well, and you wouldn't be seeing none of this shit here.
No, because you notice. In fact, remember with 360, the first Gears went to PC, but as 360 was selling better and better, they cut that off. Gears 2 and Gears 3 never went to PC.
Yeah,
they didn't need it. They didn't need the platform. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a key indicator. Here's the thing: why do people think when you criticize a platform, that's the same as preventing them, or they think they're preventing from enjoying the console? Like, you can still enjoy your platform for what it is, what you get right now. That doesn't mean that by you criticizing it, by you addressing a certain issue, that takes away your enjoyment. What you're trying to do is prevent the console from sinking any further. Like you're trying to let Microsoft know you can't keep going down this path, because if you do, this console's gonna go to shit, and more people are gonna go over to the PlayStation. You understand? Because again, I know everybody's like, I think right now we truly see, like everybody buys the multiplats. Multiplats are always the biggest sellers and stuff like that. But it gets to the point that when you're one of those that invest a lot of money in a console, it's one thing like if you just bought a $200 Xbox One or a $200 PlayStation 4 and then that's it, then yeah, you got your Call of Duty, you got your Madden, that's what you do. But if you're the type of dude that will spend $500 on launch and then $300 for the upgraded model and then $500 more for another upgraded model, you're talking $1,300, G.
That's $1,000, G.
Yeah, that's you want more than just superior variant multiplats. You know what I'm saying? You want something a little bit more than that, because you spent a lot of money into this ecosystem. You just don't want simply the best version of Call of Duty. That's not enough. You understand what I'm saying? You invested too much money just to simply say, oh, I get the best version of Battlefield. No. What are you doing, the company that convinced me to pay this amount of money on your platform? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Now that I got your platform. And that's where Microsoft's misstep is. You got the world's most powerful console, and for whatever reason, and I got it, you don't have to have games ready for launch. I get that. Like Sony. Sony didn't have no launch games ready. They didn't have no big, powerful game to show it. But they do now.
Hey, yeah, you know what?
That's the key. What do you have for the Xbox One X to truly make this console shine?
Hey, you know what? I was crazy. Maybe we might not even be having this conversation. You know what I mean? And if they had something, I mean, here's the thing. This is no brainer. You didn't really have any games, and it was again counting the third party. And listen, do multiplayer look better on the X? Yes, that's a fucking given. Anybody saying they don't? But it's not that tag them. It's not that big of a leap, or even the same thing for 1080p and 900. It wasn't that big a thing. But people paint their own narrative. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. They should have had a game. You know what I mean? And this is basically business 101, right? And to be in business, you got to do everything that your competition is going to cover all your corners and then some. And again, we're talking about Microsoft. And maybe listen. I'm gonna be fair. Come on. Maybe they have never been the most talented in terms of developing games. Fine. I don't know. The only thing I can really give them credit that they developed for probably was Forza from the ground up. Maybe they bought Halo. They bought Gears. Fine. But what Microsoft was good at doing was opening their checkbook. You know what I mean? And ain't no shit. Gears of War was a goddamn second party. Acquired. You know what I mean? It was done by Epic. Ninja Gaiden, the Ninja, 99 Nights, all those games they opened the checkbook up for. So those was the lows in between getting your Fable. They even bought Fable, your Halo, and your Forza. You had those other games in between. And for those, for those who are running hyping up Crackdown, they ain't gonna be the answer either. Crackdown has never really been that game. You know what I mean? I hope. Listen, if rumors is correct, I hope that we are getting a Gears of War 5 this holiday season. I'm a huge Gears of War fan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So wait to E3.
No.
What's up, man? What's up? Hey, what's up, Baron?
What's up, Black?
No, I invited homeboy so he could talk about that dog shit $20 service.
Oh man,
that dog shit. What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Charging $20 for online sales.
I don't know what. Nintendo's like, yo, we're gonna charge $20 for like an ISP service.
Wait. You send your friend a fucking message.
They're like, so it's kind of like a phone. So like every message is like 5 cents a message. What else? Like every 10 minutes of online play, like $1.
Y'all done?
Break it down. Let us know.
Y'all done? Y'all done yet?
Dog shit. Tell us what this dog shit. It's like quick internet. What's going on
here? Nothing's really going on. I mean, if you did read the press release they gave out yesterday, they just gave you.
So what they say? Break it down. What they said? Break it down.
I mean, you can call it damage control, but if a company gives you a press release about what they're going to do, that's what it means.
So what they're going to do?
They gave you the initial details of what the service is going to be, and they said they're going to put the rest of the details at E3.
All right. What's the initial? Can you finally voice chat without
the initial? The thing people obviously are mad about. I mean, I don't like it either. Is the phone app thing with the voice chat? They deliberately did not talk about that, and I believe that was on purpose because they probably have something else they got up their sleeve to talk about that. But the stuff they did announce was great. But Nobody wants to really acknowledge that. I
So
think that's funny.
What they don't know? What's great shit? Give us an example. Do tell.
First of all, of course, the pricing is great. I mean, the pricing for the online service, if you want to pay for it, once again, it's an option. It's not mandatory. But if you want to pay for it, it's 3 times less. It's 3 times less. It's 3 times less than what it is on a PS4 and Xbox One.
I need some more soda with my cracker. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Hey, Bear, get the fuck out of here. Fuck BDT your ass. Well, technically, depends on what part of the country you're coming from. It's 33.
No, look,
it's only $20, G.
Come on, like be for real now. Be for real, Zaire.
I am, nigga.
No, you're not. Like, I mean, the system. The only thing people can really cry about is the voice chat thing, which I understand. I'm not.
They can't cry, I'm not. Ain't no voice chat.
There is voice chat, but it's the most ignorant, asinine setup for voice chat ever created.
Yo,
that's the only gripe people have. Everything else is
online gaming.
Superb.
Look, the only gripe they can complain about is the online voice chat. Hey, yo, what the fuck is we doing here, yo?
What you mean? What are you doing?
Oh shit.
70% of y'all don't even use the voice chat. Like, let's be real.
We got party chat. Party chat on the
half of y'all don't even use the voice chat half of the time you're playing.
Is it gonna be?
But it's still an essential function that needs to be fixed regardless.
Is it gonna
everything else about Nintendo Switch Online is superb. What they replaced Virtual Console with, the way they're doing it now, is way better than where Virtual Console was before.
Hold up, no, Baron. So, is there party chat?
That's supposed to be addressed. I don't know. I don't know.
The goddamn Vita had party chat.
I don't know. Here's the thing. It was told to me that party chat is on the app, but I never used the Switch on I never used it.
Yeah, it's called Discord.
I never used it.
But Barry, this nigga, you a whole fuck nigga, man.
What?
Wait,
how? I'm sitting up here telling you the voice chat situation is garbage, and you still want to find some other way to talk shit.
I agree with you. I feel like
I done sat up here and said the voice chat is garbage. What else you want me to say?
Hey,
that doesn't make the whole system garbage because the whole system is not.
It feel like Barron Donald Trump and refuses to announce the alt-right. That shit happened in Charlottesville. You know what I mean?
Hey, Barron, you know, we agree with you. I respect you for being honest, right?
Like, come on now. Like,
at, bro?
Yo,
what I need a PS4 for?
You got $20, G.
Stop.
He said $20. He said $20.
Man, you need to get rid of that, man. All right, let me pay my man Harry.
You hating on you want, but that $20 is going to be amazing to play all those classic games on all those classic Nintendo systems with online play. So you could downplay that all you want, but that is amazing. Instead of buying those games individually through Virtual Console, you will now have a membership where you can play all those systems with online play.
So you got Game Pass? Is that what it is?
Nintendo, he said Nintendo just came out and destroyed Microsoft with Nintendo Game Pass. Fuck niggas. Hey, wait, hold up.
Hold up. How many games Microsoft has versus how many games Nintendo has?
Let me pay the bills. Harry, man, my man.
Let's be serious about that.
Harry. He said Platinum Games dev that was working on Scalebound. MS canceled the whole deal to get the game developed for X1. MS canceled it, wasted PG's time and money. So PG gave MS the finger and gave Sony time exclusive Nier Automata. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I remember who is it? The head developer of Platinum Games. He used to curse out Microsoft Live on Twitter. I don't know what they were doing, but yo, that dude like it was in Japanese, so you had to translate. Oh shit, he used to go in on Microsoft on Twitter. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
My man Amit said, he said, Barron, take that 8-inch. Jesus Christ, pause.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know what that is about.
Yeah,
he said take the D. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not a Sony peasant, so I don't take that on the regular. I'm sorry.
They said, man,
you're a Nintendo roach.
I have standards about my life.
My man said that fucking Nintendo's about to kill. When he said Nintendo's about to kill the online, I was like, yo, this dude is bugging.
Hey, yo, I got that. I'm gonna throw him.
Oh man, look, y'all can talk. You can talk all you want, but once they rectify this voice chat situation, there's nothing else you can complain about.
Hey, Bear,
there's nothing to complain. That shit needs to be.
There's nothing else to complain about.
So what online games are we gonna be playing? We got Super Smash Brothers,
Arms.
Whatever is announced at E3, pretty much.
Mario
pretty much
Kart.
how it goes with any other system. Whatever is announced that has online multiplayer.
Luigi's bumping cars.
I never heard of that either.
Hey, Baron. You're 47 years old. I think like the black dusty roads, man. I'm gonna throw
Damn, he had it he had it like 20 years on my age.
I'm gonna throw your black ass in one of the bus tomorrow. I'm throwing your black ass in one of the bus tomorrow. I'm letting you know right now.
Come on, bro. Shit. Look, Zaire.
Yes.
You need to stop with this Cookie Monster shit you be doing. Like, you need to quit it. Like you was the biggest Xbox fan on the planet, then you turned to this Sony indigent drone peasant thing, and it's look, stop it with the bull crap, man.
Hey, bro, listen here. My act is more than yours. You want that motherfucker shaking?
Ow.
One, two. Now listen here, man. It's going down. I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah, it could go down all you want. I mean, that ain't gonna change none of the facts out.
Yeah, I might have fun tomorrow.
Hey yo, Baron, say how's that label backpack doing you?
The who?
That label backpack.
What the hell is a label backpack?
You ain't get the Nintendo label? Labo?
Oh, the Labo.
What the hell? The Labo got to do
that
with
goddamn backpack with the robots.
What does the Labo have to do with me?
What does that online at $20 for the cloud? And you know what's crazy?
Hey, that's awesome.
Are they gonna have Madden? Are you gonna be able to play Madden on the Switch?
Yeah.
I heard some rumblings about that. I heard some rumblings about that, but
what rumblings you heard?
It's EA, bro. It's
only
EA.
Thing you heard was your goddamn stomach. You lied. You
said what? No, I mean,
hey girl, come here with this shit. I heard rumblings.
Be for real. Be for real though.
Joy-Con rumbling. They gonna
be for real though.
What you talking about? I heard rumblings. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, first of all, I just go off based off what people say in the media and what they release. EA has never talked positive about Nintendo or the Nintendo Switch until yesterday. So that makes me think they're probably releasing more games for it. There's no other reason for them to talk positively about Nintendo.
Why would you really want to play Madden on the Switch though? Listen,
why would I not want to play Madden on a hybrid beast like that? That makes no sense.
Hey, Ryan says he wants to give his friend code so he can play Madden. His friend's code is 19476 Delta Charlie.
Why would he give me his friend code when he can just directly
7360937 Tango 3?
He said, "Why? I just wanted something to eat."
Yo, that's just.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
That's just like passing Morse code up in this motherfucker. Like,
of all the people, of all the friends I got on my friend list on Switch, I have not added one via friend code.
Oh shit!
I wonder how that was possible.
How you do it? Hey, yourself?
You gotta use your phone to do it.
Yeah, you gotta use your cell phone.
No, I didn't have to use my phone to do it. Damn, some of y'all really got to understand and learn about the system, man.
My man had to get an iPhone
because app. I mean, your jokes will have more impact if you actually was knowledgeable about the system. Man. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Yo, with the way Nintendo
there's multiple ways to add friends outside of friend code.
So how you do it?
I have yet to use a friend code to add anybody.
What you got to do?
You could add any friend you had on the Wii U, 3DS, or any other prior Nintendo system. You could add friends through social media, which is directly on the Nintendo Switch system. Oh, so you don't have to use the friend code.
Somebody says you lying. It's only possible through a phone. Are you frauding on this? Listen.
Really?
Hey,
I mean, anybody can pull up their Switch right now and go to friends and see
give them the disclaimer. Give them the disclaimer.
Stop it.
Where's he go? Oh shit. ZZ's on vacation. Anyway, so what's up?
Yo,
all day, what you been up to?
that diabetic game and put him to sleep real quick.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, the Xbox giving type 3 diabetes and shit, man.
Oh man,
he's probably taking his insulin shot.
My bad. I had to put my shirt on, man.
Baron, for E3, what are you expecting from Nintendo's Treehouse or whatever the fuck they do?
You in this Treehouse, man. Sony's up here trying to copy the Treehouse. Microsoft is trying to copy the Treehouse.
They ain't copying no goddamn.
For some reason, you keep trying to bag on Treehouse. No matter how you feel about Treehouse, Treehouse was the most ingenious thing they did about E3 because more games got more coverage and you got to see more gameplay of more games.
What?
You can sit up here and try to trash on
Treehouse. They didn't like one E3. One E3, they only showed Zelda.
Hey, yo,
oh my God! They've been doing Treehouse for damn near 3 years now.
Oh my God, stop it! For 5 hours, I'm like,
stop it! And everybody else is trying to follow that shit now. So stop it!
I got a question for you, man. I gotta pay the bills. This is some fuck niggas are us. You said, at what age did you start wrestling and you received your brain injury? Because you've been stuck in that same time at the time.
I started wrestling in 2009. I haven't had a major injury yet.
Yo, for real, what got you on the real question? The interview. What got you into wrestling?
I always loved wrestling.
Did you? I mean, to make it professional though, not like
I mean, why not? Like,
I'm not saying why not.
I was always under impression
like a high school wrestler or any shit like that.
Nah,
I was gonna play football. I was too busy trying to stun on people in high school to do anything. I was too busy trying to stun on people. It wasn't.
Hey, yo, Barry was collecting cardboard down in Atlanta, man.
Hell no, that wasn't shit. I wish I could. I could have made some money off that shit.
That wasn't. Z, you ever seen the first time I noticed Black Baron? Was his fucking FIFA rant. You ever seen his FIFA rant?
Yeah.
I'm like, who's this black dude complaining about soccer?
Hey, I seen the FIFA rant.
I used to play soccer. That's why I cared.
I was looking at this thing. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker cares about soccer.
I told you I stumbled upon this community like in 2012. It just bugged me the fuck out. That grown ass man was going crazy over the week. And I was going from week channel and shit. I seen the other shit later. You had Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre was doing this video with a PS2 eye toy. I said, yo, these motherfuckers is weird, bro. Yo,
hey, you can talk all that trash all you want, but for you, when you saw that made y'all start y'all channels. So you can talk all that trash you want, but that influenced y'all to make your own channels.
Yeah, to make fun of y'all motherfuckers. You ain't lying. I told you. Nah. Shit, me. I was throwing all y'all fucking niggas up under their bus. He said, if you really want to be gangster, then you dot the I. If you really want to be gangster, then you dot the I.
Oh.
No.
Man, please.
Hey, man,
what happened to what's the name left, huh? Oh, damn, he left.
Yeah. Yo, what made you honestly like the Wii? That like you was loving that shit, the Wii? That was
nothing wrong with the Wii. There was nothing wrong with the Wii, man.
Baron,
there was nothing wrong with it. The only real issues was with the Wii was certain games didn't come to it for obvious reasons. Which is why I end up having a 360 and a PS3 last generation.
Almost every game didn't come to it. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, 80% of them, yeah, 80%, yeah. But the Wii had some fire ass games, so.
But what reason were they?
I wasn't missing anything.
Was they racist? Were they biased? What was the reason they didn't bring them to the Switch? To the Wii. I'm sorry. What was the reason?
We know why they didn't bring them to the Wii. Stop. Why are we going back down this road? We already know what that was about.
We want the truth. Right? We're two consoles. You're at the Switch now. You can admit it. Yo, no one gave a fuck about the Wii. That shit was trash.
Oh, stop it, man!
No one cared about who play control.
No, you full of shit on that one. You full of shit on that one. You went from
new play control, and then the Wii U came out, going back to old gameplay.
First of all, the Wii U still used the motion control.
Yeah, and use that shit. You were playing with
it. What are you talking about?
Didn't come out with the Pro controller? Because
they had a Pro controller during the Wii. What are you talking about? They had it during the Wii. They had a classic controller.
I need somebody to get Laker Link a timeout. This nigga said the Wii.
Like you can't fault Nintendo for giving people the option to play the way they want to play. The classic controller and the Pro controller was there during the Wii as well. So it's like,
why fault Nintendo for single-handedly trying to fucking hold back goddamn gaming? They remember like.
Are you serious? They pushed gaming forward. What the hell are you talking about?
Now my man, the fellow guy that was about to be stoned because he said the Earth wasn't the center of the universe. It still remind me of those motherfuckers.
Oh man,
I'm telling you, yeah, you know what I mean.
Stop it. Let's talk.
My man,
oh shit, there's a lot of static coming on.
Yeah, I bet it's that Joy-Con. He said,
I'm sorry. Like P-Rock be trolling, man. He know damn well the Wii had them fire ass games.
The Wii had better games than the PS3 than the Xbox. Somebody ban his ass in the chat. Give him a 15-second timeout for that comment right there.
Oh no. When it comes to exclusive, there's no competition when it comes to exclusive games back then. There was no comp.
Listen, why can't Nintendo create super big new IP?
What you mean super big new IP?
Yeah, what's the latest super big new IP?
Xenoblade has to be the biggest one they did.
You talking about this shit was running 480p?
No, it doesn't run 480p.
Oh, don't.
See, y'all got to get your information straight. Jesus Christ.
I got
You said what now?
I got that from Digital Foundry. He said it runs in 480p.
Well, I'm telling you that it ain't running it on 480p. Splatoon is also new.
Yo,
I mean, they make a new IP every generation. So I think that's good enough.
Hey, yo, he's a Splatoon.
I think that's good enough.
Hey, I swear to God, that game is fun as fuck, bro.
I mean, you can crack on Splatoon all you want, but this shit sold 6 million. So there's a reason why it sold 6 million. There's a reason why. There's a reason why Splatoon. There's a reason why Splatoon.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
It's really popular right now.
That game is fire, bro.
Hey, Mike. Hey, cut all day, Mike off, yo, please.
Why you mad? Because he's beating his facts, bro. It's just facts.
Man, listen, man. I ain't playing no goddamn Splatoon. I ain't playing none of that dog shit.
Hey, 6 million sold, man.
But listen, I am going to get me a VR.
6 million sold in under a year. Let's put. Damn, bro.
I'm going to get me a VR. I'm going to start my charity. Wait, I'm sorry. Look, I'll be back. I gotta call UPS, man. These motherfuckers lost my AVR media, man, and my cap card. Yeah, I sent it out to be fixed. There was something wrong with it, and I never got my shit back. They told me I was shipping, and then I got to contact fucking AVR media. They told me to call them. Some nigga named Jackie Chin called me. That was $1,000. G, they ain't got it. These motherfuckers just straight beating me for my shit right now, man.
Hey, man.
Yo, Baron,
what's going on?
Preach a little truth here. So you got an Xbox. You got an Xbox, right?
I got it.
You primarily play Madden, okay? Did you? How much you pay for it? Did you pay $200? You got the what is it? Did you get the S?
I got the Madden bundle when they had it with Richard Sherman. That's when I finally broke down and got the Xbox One.
Now that you got the Xbox One, right? Obviously you're a Nintendo dude, but as a secondary console, when you look at Xbox, do you not look at it like, what the fuck is you doing? When you see it compared to Sony as a secondary platform, I already know your main platform is Nintendo. Got it. As a secondary console,
platform,
do you look at PlayStation and be like, I could fucking play Madden on that shit, and I could play Spider-Man.
I don't give a damn about no Spider-Man, but I'm not really big into superheroes.
Like Batman, Brave and Bold,
just to make it aware for everybody, I'm not really that big of a superhero type of guy, so I didn't care about Batman, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum. So, I mean, I don't care for Spider-Man really at all. So, I mean, I'm not that superhero type of guy. So that goes for no matter what platform.
You're a wrestler.
Yeah, so. That's not, I was thinking the same thing. Like, this motherfucker is a wrestler.
They are not one and the same. They're not interchangeable. Those are two different types of entertainment right there.
Like characters that are bigger than the stage. Like, what the fuck?
I understand, but you gotta understand, some of those characters don't appeal to me. Like, I think Batman is probably the lamest character ever created. I think he's the weakest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You're done. I can take all the Sony shit talk. I'm
being serious. Like, compared to other superheroes, what the hell is Batman? Like
he's a strategist. That's what makes him. That's
he's lame as hell.
No,
he's lame as hell. He's weak as
awesome.
hell.
He is awesome.
You know who Batman remind me of? This old cartoon called Inspector Gadget. That's who Batman remind me of. He's like a reincarnated Inspector Gadget. It's like, how do people like this thing? This dude is boring and lame as hell. But let's go back to the point, though. As far as secondary consoles,
I hope Nintendo shuts your fucking right now.
So back to this thing. I got on Xbox 360, not Xbox 360, but Xbox One, simply because most of the Madden community was still playing. Most of the Madden community was still playing on Xbox One, and I'm kind of big into the Madden community. But a lot of them have shifted over to PS4. But I also wanted to play Gears, which was very high priority for me, and I was excited for Scalebound, but we know how that ended. And
so you got suckered.
I'm a Soul Calibur fan. I don't miss any Soul Calibur.
That's on PlayStation. How can you play fighters on that dog?
But you like Gears, right?
Yeah, I said because of Gears of War. Like that's what really got me at that point in time. And plus, after Sony and they bullshit, and I had a PS3, I didn't feel like going back to anything Sony. So buying a Microsoft product.
Now PS4 is in a much better state. What's the problem?
The problem is I already have an Xbox One.
Listen,
Baron,
that's
the problem. It's
Baron, do yourself a favor.
I don't need anything.
Pack that shit up. Pack that shit up. Put it in a box. Take it to your nearest Best Buy. Get yourself a place, and get yourself play God of War. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, you don't have to admit it. You don't have to admit it on. Hey, we could do it privately. You could be like, you can send me a text message, and I promise I'll delete it. I won't even screen cap it. You could be like, Rock, you were right. Xbox is dog shit. But don't tell me about it. I swear to God.
Oh man, look. Let me say something.
Marines honor. I will.
Let me say something straight with you real quick. I'm always 100% about what I say. I don't flip flop or change on anything.
So can you please explain to me about this bet and why you don't have a PS4 Pro?
The bet is simple. I mean, I'm laughing. A lot of us are still laughing, but I'm enjoying it. Like people are still ass hurt about this 94. It's people take your 94 and be good with it.
Let me ask you a question.
The game got a 94. Okay. You should at least be happy for that.
Let me ask you a question though. Did you or did you not say? I'm just asking a question. Did you or did you not say that you wanted to see the score at the time of release, and that will determine the bet? I'm just asking the question.
When all the reviews come in, yeah. Everybody
when all of the reviews. That shit could take.
Because that's what. Listen, nobody ever makes a prediction on what the Metacritic score was going to be or what it would have been. Is what the final score is going to be. The whole reason for this whole fiasco, which was hilarious throughout the whole thing, was when April 12th happened. I was chilling, going about my business, working out, doing my thing. Everybody was hitting my mentions because God of War got a 94 on April 12th. I'm like, why are y'all bothering me? Like, all the reviews ain't even in yet. So, you know what? I was like, I'm going to entertain y'all. I was like, so, I mean, that means I won the bet, right? They was like, no, all the reviews ain't in. I said, exactly. All the reviews are not in. So let's wait for that to play out. And as you see, the way it played out, it didn't play out in their favor, and everybody's upset about it. I'm like, it is what it is. Like, you can't have the result of a race. You said what?
You say a week after release, right?
For all the reviews to come in. I said that. Like,
and it hit 95, what? A day after, 2 days after?
But all the reviews wasn't in yet. That's the point. This was always about the reviews. You can't have
a week is only 7 days, Baron.
All the reviews are not in. What part of that you not getting?
I think the problem is
what part of that are you not getting?
Let me ask you this. All right,
let me put it to you like this. You can't get the result of a race if you don't finish it. Mm-hmm. When an NBA game, an NFL game, listen to what I am saying. What happens when there is no clear winner, when the time limit is up in an NBA game and an NFL game? Mm-hmm. You go into overtime because you got to have that result. If the reviews wasn't in, it doesn't matter what time frame it took. For crying out loud, it took one extra day for the rest of the reviews to drop. It's like, are y'all really that ass hurt because I was right that God of War was not going to be a 95?
That's not even an issue. The problem is you bet
that is the issue.
Strength. You bet with
the problem is that it was always about the reviews. You can't have a Metacritic score without the reviews.
Then why?
What are we talking about here?
Why put a time constraint on it?
Because that's usually 1 week. That's usually how long it takes for everybody to put their reviews in. Breath of the Wild got all the reviews in under that time.
Okay.
Just because the reviews didn't get in that time frame don't mean just ignore the rest of the reviews. They don't matter. What the hell? Does that make any sense?
No, we're not saying that. But you put a lock.
It does. I didn't put no lock in key. If all the reviews come in, all the reviews come in. It's just simple as that.
This nigga's trying to hit with so many technicalities, bro.
There is no technicalities. How do you all day? How do you get a Metacritic score all day?
If we
all day, how do you get a Metacritic score?
It's accumulated reviews, right?
Okay. So how does that get processed with all the reviews, right? So are we supposed to just stop the reviews?
I'm not disagreeing that. I'm not disagreeing.
What are we talking about then?
You said 7 days, bro. You said
that's usually how long it takes. It didn't happen. What you want me to do about that?
It didn't happen, but you still put. Look, if we run in 4 laps, and you say I can beat you in a second lap, and if you win, and within that second lap, I lose. Not if I won the mile. You know what I mean? Like you put a time limit on.
I put a time limit on the reviews to come in.
You said 1 week,
and the reviews didn't come in. The shit doesn't change. Nothing stops. When they do elections, they have a time frame for them. But guess what happens when you can't call the election? It still goes on. Like, come on, people. This shit is not rocket science. Like, you can't be that ass hurt about this. It's not that big of a deal. Like, the game's still a 94.
Listen,
it's just not a 95. Get over it.
The real loser. Brian, let me tell you.
Get over that shit.
As your only friend on YouTube, right? I'm gonna let you know. The real loser,
dude, it's YouTube.
Listen,
it's YouTube.
The real loser is you. You're still stuck with the Xbox, and you cannot see that.
Good.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I know you look at that thing.
If I don't want a PS4, it is what it is. Like it's just simple as that.
The real loser, you're stuck with that box, bro. You're giving Microsoft their money, and they're giving you.
I'm good. I can play what I want on this box. And I'm good. Like that's all it's about. I play what I want. I don't play what you want me to play. I play what I want to play.
What do you want to play on Xbox?
I want to play Gears. I want to play Madden, and I want to play Soul Calibur. That's what I want to play.
It? That's all you want to play?
Hey, E3 might show me something else I want to play.
So you waiting for E3?
I'm not waiting for E3. No. If something shows up, then if I'm interested in it, then it is what it is.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
That's it.
That's terrible. My man, shout out to Hoovy, $5 super chat. He goes, Baron purposely manipulated the time frame to be in his favor.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing I don't get. Like, I didn't know that the intelligence level of YouTube dropped so drastically. Like all the reviews mean all the reviews. There's no way to get around that. It's just simple as that. That's what it means. You can't. That's like me coming out and say Breath of the Wild had a 98 at this point in time, but Breath of the Wild ain't a 98. It's a 97. Like it is what it is. like come on now, Jesus Christ, man. This shit is funny to me. That just is still going on. It's hilarious. Like it is what it is.
So all right, let me talk to you. So what do you guys think about this rumor? You know, EA came out talking, their shit, their investors, whatever. And right now, based on their math, the Xbox could be around 29 million.
I think that's about accurate. I mean, that's when they stop naming numbers around 30 million anyway, right?
That shit is terrible, bro. Like we.
I mean, it is terrible. Let's not act like
that shit is terrible. Yo, I told you, man. That shit is niche. It's niche.
I mean, it's not niche. It's a major brand.
If that's just 29 million after 5 years.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest though. Microsoft ain't the only one that lied about console numbers. So Sony did it too.
That's just doing Vita numbers, dog.
It is what it is.
Yo, Carlos Berg, give me $2. Appreciate it, brother. Yo, 29 million. Yo, the Switch cow sell that shit by the end of the year.
It probably will.
And it's doing it with like no games.
Which we know games. Stop it, boy. It has the most anticipated game.
What game are you playing now? What new shit are you playing on Switch? Because I haven't heard
the game I'm playing right now. I'm still playing. Like I said, I love sport games, so I'm still playing NBA 2K. I'm still playing that very avidly. I brought Bayonetta again because that's just such an amazing.
Didn't I tell you you were gonna buy that game again? Told you were gonna buy.
I wasn't going to.
Did I not tell you you're gonna end up buying that game?
But no. I had some saved up. I haven't been to GameStop in like over a year, and I had this ridiculously amount of credit that I didn't know I had. So I just said, you know what? Let me bring the Queen of Gaming back home. So
I knew that shit was. I knew they were gonna get that shit again. So what else? What new shit? Like y'all be honest, I haven't heard no new shit from Switch for a while.
I mean, you had the Bayonetta came out. You had people love that Kirby game. I can't stand Kirby for some reason, but that just recently came out. Tropical Freeze just dropped. Man, what's like, coming out in May?
It's like Wii U all over again.
You mean the games you didn't play?
Like shit. Like, oh yeah, I didn't buy no fucking Wii U. Fuck that.
Okay then. So I mean, that's hilarious. People complaining about them not letting certain games.
But here's my problem.
I'm saying they take a handful of games that nobody played on Wii U. Instead of letting them die with that system, they said, let's bring them to Switch because these games are amazing and people need to play them.
All right, cool.
I'm not.
But at the same price.
Why not? It's a current gen game. I don't see the problem with that. And on top of that, they're adding new stuff into it.
$60.
They're adding new stuff into the game and enhancing the game.
So I'm like, built Shadow Colossus from the ground up, and they launched it for $40.
How old is Shadow Colossus?
You know what I'm saying? From the ground up.
How old is that game though?
All right. It came out in 2005.
Thank you. Like
they built
that didn't come out in 2014 or 2015. What are you talking about?
They built it from the ground up. You're talking about these games. There's barely any noticeable difference.
What do you mean noticeable difference? All these games have been enhanced. All of them have some new functionality to them.
Like what?
They're They're ported from a current gen system. Like what do you mean rebuild them? What are you trying to remake them?
Let me ask you though: are these remasters or remakes? Meaning when they remake.
They're not remakes or remasters. They're ports from a fucking current gen system that failed. Like it is what it is.
So they're
like I'm trying to see when Tomb Raider lost that exclusive deal and it came to PS4. I didn't hear none of this crying about like that at that time.
Actually, I did, bitch. I'd be like, fuck, we're gonna because on Xbox it's like $20. They're like
I mean,
I'm not paying $60 for
when it comes to some of those third party games, I understand because that's why I haven't bought Doom on the Switch. I'm like, Doom should not be $60.
So let me get this straight.
The game is like, but
30.
But when it comes to first party Nintendo games, they rarely ever drop in price as it is anyway.
So let me get this straight. So you bought a Wii U at launch, and you bought these games full price, $60, and then
most of them, I bought most of them.
And then 4 years later, because Wii U was dog shit and it failed, they released the Switch, and they sold you the same ports again for $60. Is that what you're telling me?
No, because the only one I got is Bayonetta 2.
Their ports. That's what you just said.
No, you said me. The only game I bought was Bayonetta 2. Right. I didn't buy anything.
Like you as in the Nintendo fan base. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, some of them, no, I have Mario Kart and Bayonetta 2, excuse me. Some of them did, some of them didn't.
So you bought the game on the Wii U, which failed, and then you rebought them, same game, ports, for the same price. 4 years, 3 years, 3 years later. You don't think that's a con?
I don't think it's a con. If they're adding stuff and enhancing the game, no. I don't think it's a con.
They conned you guys.
I remember when Twilight Princess came out for the first time. And damn near at the end of the Wii U life, I mean, not the Wii U, but the Wii life, Twilight Princess was still the same damn price. It was the same damn price.
So in other words, Nintendo
that just blew my mind. Like, I don't know what it is with Nintendo and their first party games. They don't drop the price on them
because Nintendo knows their fan base, bro.
I mean, when you have games that sell tens of millions of copies and people continue to buy them throughout the lifespan of the system, I understand from a business point why you don't drop them. I mean, they have never really dropped ever. This is nothing new. Like, that's nothing new at all.
Man, you guys are zombies, bro. That shit's crazy.
I'm not zombie. It's not a zombie thing.
It's a zombie thing, though.
It's not.
That's like
it really isn't.
That's like me buying a new 2018 Nissan Maxima and it still has the 2009 engine. I'd be like, what? Nah, you're not doing this. You're not doing this to me, Nissan. You're not doing this to me. I'm just saying, my man, yo,
it's not the same thing,
yeah, it's the same shit. Hey, 2018 Maxima. What's your favorite car right now? What's your favorite car? Fucking.
I love Nissan. I actually Nissan's my favorite make right now.
Yeah, ever since I bought their Maxima, I never went back.
I have a Sentra. I love the Altima though, but I'm gonna go back to the Altima.
I had an Altima. That was my first Nissan I bought. I bought an Altima, and then I bought a Maxima, and I bought my wife the Sentra. That's it. I'm just stuck with that company. I can't go back. I used to be a Ford dude. What?
Ford?
What? My shit was because I was a Mustang. I was a big Mustang.
This dude talking about inferior product, and he was a Ford guy.
I was a Mustang, you know. But I used to rock a Mustang GT. That was my. And I'm like, fuck. I couldn't do it no more. My man, a Chili Breeze, $2 super chat. He says, Laren is just a little slow dead ass. Oh, my man from New York right here. He's like, word, dead ass.
No, he said dead ass. You know that's a New York fool.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, he's a little slow dead ass.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people
on some shit, bro. Like, people. This, I mean, sheep. What sheep say don't bother me. I mean, people. Do you realize
people like to hear negative Nintendo news? So I mean, I'm just not part of that trend.
Don't you realize Nintendo's gonna try to sell you Splatoon 2? It's like a little puppet doll throwing paint. Like, do you really want to? You're a wrestler, man. I
have Splatoon. Splatoon is awesome, man. Y'all can talk. You can talk all you want about Splatoon. I will defend Splatoon.
What you bench,
bro? Platoon.
Stop it. Splatoon is the truth, man.
What you bench?
What do I bench right now?
What you bench right now?
It has to be. What is it? 2.6.
All right, 260. Say fuck it. Say 280 right now. You benching 280 while playing with puppets that throw paint. How does that look on your wrestling career?
What are y'all? Look, what is the difference between Splatoon and you got people in your brethren in your group, the Sony peasants, that hype up Crash Bandicoot remaster and hype up Spyro returning and playing Little Big Planet and all that other garbage?
No, my people,
get out of here.
Listen, my people eat Cheetos and fucking
get out of here, bro.
They don't bench. My peoples don't bench 280 and suplex people.
Stop, man. No, they don't. You're right. Them Sony peasants don't bitch anything. Yeah. They are the basement dwelling ignorant fools of the gaming community.
You're throwing.
That's who they are.
You're throwing.
No, I'm being serious right now. I'm sick. I'm so sick of this trying to label certain games as kiddie, but okay for other games. Like, you motherfuckers out here hyping up Crash. Ooh, I can't wait to play Crash. Can't wait to play Spyro. Like, Spyro and Crash was probably the most childish kiddie. Not really that good games from back then on PlayStation. Like, get the hell out of here.
That's one thing Nintendo does right, and that's fun factor, bro. Like, no matter how old you get, them games are not buggy. They run great, and some of them are fun. You know what I mean?
No shit. They're always 5 years behind the power curve.
No, that ain't true. I'm just saying, Nintendo always pushes that game innovation, and that's what made Splatoon very addictive. It made Splatoon very addictive to people because it changed the whole look of what a shooter's supposed to play like. Like, that's what makes it so addictive.
Wait, what? It's supposed to what? Hey,
you said what?
Hey, what? It's supposed to shoot. It's supposed to represent how a shooter's supposed to play like. Splatoon?
No, I said it changed the whole dynamic of what you believe a shooter is supposed to play like. That's why people are so addicted to it, because it's so refreshing.
Who's addicted?
It's truly gaming innovation. Like, it's really that good.
There's any Splatoon streams going on?
I'm pretty sure.
Ain't nobody streaming that shit.
Shit, they holding a whole tournament at E3. Like, please, people play the hell out of that game.
Oh, for real? All right, cool. All right. So anyway, I think I'm gonna cut it short because I'm gonna play a real game called God of War. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what they're doing on that Nintendo shit. You know what I'm saying? Playing Bayonetta again for $60.
Playing Bayonetta, the best action game ever made, or playing the game of the generation, Breath of the Wild.
Hold up. So Bayonetta got a higher Metacritic score than God of War?
Hold up. Wait. Hold on. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this.
I'm just asking.
Let me ask you this. Which game is still an action game?
What?
Bayonetta is still an action game.
So it's God of War.
Changed their whole genre.
So it's God of War. It ain't. Hell, God of War is harder than the other ones. It's a harder game.
And I applaud that because the other ones they were a cakewalk. So I applaud them for upping.
How would you know? You only played on normal. What are you talking about?
So wait a minute. So get me to get this straight. So normal in the old God of War games is the same level as the new God of War game?
No. I don't know. I played.
So it's higher, right?
Listen. I went.
No. I want you to answer my question. Normal difficulty in the new God of War is higher than the normal.
I can't answer it because I went to God of War. Give me God of War mode, and that mode is much more difficult than the hardest mode on the other God of Wars.
From what I've been told and what I've seen,
I don't play on
normal settings. Normal difficulty settings in God of War is way harder than it was in normal and old God.
No, normal is for normal people. So if you play on normal, then you're a normal gamer.
Nah, that's just a spin job.
Normal is for normal. That's why they call it normal. Normal is like football. Listen, it's football. Would you not agree? Football in the NFL is more intense than high school football, even though it's still football. The intensity is different.
What they got to do with the difficulty curve in games?
That's simple.
Nothing to do with
so normal is like high school. Give me
no.
You choose what you want to play for.
Nah.
Normal. Nah. Listen, normal is for normal people. It's for normal people.
You can spin it how you want, but I have been the advocate.
It's called normal.
No, it is a spin because I have been the advocate about normal difficulty settings need to be back to what they used to be. Not that cakewalk 8-hour interactive movie garbage that
I'm an advocate for giving me a choice to play the game at its hardest level, and that's what they did. Okay. You failed to choose that. You chose to stick.
That doesn't matter.
You decided to stick with Friday Night Lights versus the
P-Rock. What does easy mode stand for? What is easy for?
Easy's for easy people. It's for slackers. That's
okay. Then what is normal for then?
For the normal gamer, for normal people.
And then you have a hard mode.
Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah.
So you're telling me normal should play like easy?
I don't know what normal and easy. I don't deal with that. All right? Listen, I don't worry about Friday Night Lights.
Nah, bro. Nah, you're not getting out of this one.
Big Sunday. There's
so you're telling me normal mode should play like easy mode.
Here's the thing. You're asking me about modes I don't play.
Stop it, man.
I don't play those pleb modes.
You don't have to play it. You played it at one point in your life.
Okay,
you played it at one point in your life.
We're talking about God of War. I don't play those pleb modes.
No, we're talking about difficulty in games. That's what we're talking about.
I don't play those pleb modes.
Hey, the simple fact is, normal mode should not be easy mode.
Listen.
It's just as simple as that.
Listen, normal mode is normal.
They should be what they say they are. That's like it's that simple.
That's like you complaining that high school football needs to be more competitive. Dog, get out of high school and elevate your skills.
No, that's not what
you're doing. You're complaining about high school football difficulty.
No, it's like why even put easy mode in there if easy and normal is gonna be the same? Like
maybe easy is easier. I don't know. I don't know why you normal dudes.
The bottom line is the normal difficulty setting. What it used to be is that it was a normal difficulty setting, which at least had a difficulty curve to at least challenge you, not brutalize you, but at least challenge you at some point in the game.
Listen,
that's what normal mode doesn't do anymore today.
I don't know why
that is a problem.
I don't know why you normal people expect. I mean,
that's a problem.
You want to challenge on a Friday night when you should be stepping up to the big Sunday. I don't know what to tell you. The challenge is on Sundays. It's not on Friday. Maybe Thursday.
Okay.
All right. It's not a Friday night light. Okay. You want to challenge? Hey, we see you Sunday morning. We see you.
There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse.
But then again, you're a Falcons fan, so who the fuck knows what they be doing?
First of all, I'm a Cardinals fan.
What?
And number two, the Falcons did go to the Super Bowl. So.
Yeah, but they lost.
Yeah, they did.
They lost.
They did.
You still got that donut. What are we doing? And I hate the Patriots. And you guys disappoint. Oh my God, I couldn't stand the Falcons. If I was talking shit,
man.
I'm like, Falcons whooping their ass.
I hate the Patriots too, man.
Fuck did y'all do?
I'm still kind of upset about that. I'm not.
I'm like, these motherfuckers pulled a Wii U. Fuck.
I said a Wii U. Oh my God.
All right, man, brother. Anyway, I'm gonna be out, bro.
Oh my God.
Yo, hit me up whenever you do something and stuff like that. All right, man. Thank you for.
I'm definitely just one final thing though. I just gotta ask this question though to everybody in the chat. How that 94 taste?
It tastes higher than Bayonetta score. Yo, let me tell you something. You think Bayonetta 3 is going to get a 94?
Oh, it's very possible. The developer came out and said he wouldn't do Bayonetta 3 if he couldn't top Bayonetta 2. So that should scare people. Because Bayonetta 2 is that's damn near flawless, man.
I'm going to play it.
So that's I'm looking forward to that. There were some bold words.
Does Bayonetta 2 have level select, or is it just a standard?
I mean, they do. You can also pick your difficulty level since that's your thing.
Stuck with normal.
No, I played on normal and I played on the higher climax.
Normal. See, normal dudes do normal things, bro. I'm telling y'all. Y'all dudes, bro. And you're a wrestler, man. You should be like Bayonetta, like, just do everything.
Bayonetta presents a challenge on normal, but that higher climax mode, ooh, boy, shit. That's some tough shit there.
And again, you Nintendo games don't got skill anyway. Anyway, this is your boy Porter Rock 77, and I'm out. Peace.